What's going on, YouTube? Back with another Journey Talk. Today, your vocation, right? What is it? What does it do? How does it work? We all get placed into this world with our own uniqueness, our own voice, right? We're called to do something, right? And I think a lot of people steer away from this when they get older, right? They lose that voice, they lose that passion or that excitement they get from doing something, right? You know, if you go into a museum and see a bunch of dinosaurs, right, you get excited, right? You get fulfilled. It's what you love doing, right? And so a lot of people steer away from their vocation, what they're put on this earth to do, right? To serve, right? Through something you love doing, through your fulfillment, right? And so it's hard to stay with that, right? It's hard to realize the thing you love doing, that thing that is making you fulfilled, that's your purpose, right? It's your life's task, right? And that's your vocation, right? To go on eternity, to go on with your life through your life's task, right? Finding new purposes in life, right? Living a meaningful and purposeful life, right? That is what's going to become the cornerstone of becoming the best version of yourself, right? And so a lot of people, you know, they grow up and they're so normalized, right? Their subconscious mind is just normalized by our parents, our friends, our peers, doing stuff that is normal, right? Working your 9-to-5 job, right? Doing, schoolwork, following the path of college, right? Doing stuff like that. But that's when you lose that voice. That's when you lose that voice, when you follow the other people. When you follow that crowd of other people who, just want the normal. Or they don't know, they don't know what to do, right? So they have this void feeling that they just can't get past, right? And they try to fill it with all this pleasure, like gaming, food, shopping, all this stuff. And they fill this void because it feels good in the moment, right? You get that quick dopamine hit. But then the next day, it's the same feeling. It's the same feeling of feeling lost and overwhelmed and having anxiety, and you don't know what to do, and you're just so lost, right? And so the voice we had when we were 4 to 7, the voice we had is what you are losing if you feel that void. If you feel that void of, feeling lost, or you don't know what to do, or you're overwhelmed, right? You want better. You want to be, successful. But I'm telling you right now, success is not in the picture. It's what makes you fulfilled. Your meaning, your why, who you want to be. That is what can lead you to success. And success isn't just money. It's not just pleasure. It's not just that. Success is living this big life that you've always dreamed of having, right? And so going back 4 to 7, 7 to 9, what was that voice you had? What was that passion, right? What was that one thing that just made you so excited that maybe someone didn't, really correlate with you, right? Or you went into a store and you saw this one object and you're like, I love this, right? What was that thing? Because you had it. We all had it. We're all born with our own uniqueness, right? And so finding that voice that you had deep within you, knowing that it's not normal, knowing that, some people might not have this voice, right? Realizing that, okay, you love dinosaurs, or realizing that, you could be a mechanical engineer, or realizing, you love something that not a lot of people love doing. That's okay, because it's what makes you fulfilled. right? That's your calling. It's your vocation, right? Something you love to do and to serve others through that, right? And so a lot of people just get stuck with the thinking about, oh, my future, and I just need money, and I need cars, and I need all this stuff, because they see all these people on social media, and then they just fill this void with, dopamine of just stupid stuff they don't need, right? Like drinking, weed, all these addictions and vices that you do every single day because you're trying to fill this void. And I'm telling you that it's not going to help. It's not going to help, because I was there. I was there. I had that void feeling. I didn't know what I was doing. I was overwhelmed. I was stressed, and I was so lost. I was literally just so lost. And I woke up every single day realizing, what am I doing? What am I doing? I looked myself in the mirror and I realized I wasn't where I wanted to be mentally. I wasn't where I wanted to be physically. And I knew I needed to change, but I was just so lost. I was so lost. And I realized I had to change something. I had to change something. I had to start my journey. I had to start my journey on becoming the best version of myself. And I'm still going on that journey, and I will be on that journey till the day I die. Because I'm telling you right now, this is just the start. This is just the start of this journey, becoming the best version of myself. Because I want to help and inspire so many people through this. Because I know how hard it was for me. I know that I was stuck. I knew I was lost. Right? And so if I can help you guys through that, if I can just help one person not feel stuck or lost, I did my job. I did my job of helping you guys. I did my job of, living my vocation, right? Because this is what I love to do. Right? I had all these passions, right? I had sports, I was good at, soccer, right? So that was my passion, but it wasn't my true calling, right? People come into this earth, right? And they think their purpose is, becoming a soccer player, or they think their purpose is, doing music, but is that really your purpose? Now, don't get me wrong, it totally could be, right? But think deeper. Is it a purpose, or is it just a passion? And that's when you have to think about your why. Why are you doing this? Right? I used to drum, right? I still do. It's kind of a hobby, but I used to drum, right? I used to play soccer, right? And I thought, I could become the best soccer player in the world, right? I thought I could, make it to the Prem and all this stuff, but I realized this soccer, right? It was putting me down every single day. Every single practice, every day I woke up, I was realized I had soccer. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't my life's task. It wasn't my life's task, but it put me up and it set me right to this direction that I'm on, this compass, this exact roadmap, right? It has put me through challenges, struggles, everything you can imagine, right? It built my mindset, right? It built my discipline. It built my confidence. It built my communication. It built all these things, right? And so having that was huge for me. And I wouldn't take that back at all. And I'm so grateful that I went through that period of time of, learning all these things through my sport. But it wasn't my true calling. That wasn't, what I wanted to pursue. And so I realized it was just a passion. And like I said, drumming. I realized, I can't do this. It's just a passion. Right? How can I serve others from drumming? I can't. I'm not good enough. Right? I mean, maybe if, I tried harder, but I didn't get fulfilled by it. Right? It didn't fulfill me. Right? I just loved doing it it was a hobby. Right? And so a lot of people out there is, people who know they can pursue music and they love doing it and they can inspire and help people through that, and they can teach people, and they would love to help as many people as possible through music and inspire people, right? That is your vocation. That is not a passion. That is your purpose. But realizing, okay, I do the drums just because everyone else does the drums, and I kind of like it and it's my hobby. Don't pursue that, because that's not what makes you fulfilled. Find something that makes you fulfilled, right? And through that life's task, that's when you can become the best version of yourself. Once you find your meaning, once you find your why, your purpose, right? Your true calling in life, right? Who do you want to be? Think to yourself right now, who do you want to be? What is that vision that you seek? That dream life? All these things that you want to be able to have, and all this stuff, right? And realize money isn't gonna get you there. It kind of will, but it really won't until you find what makes you fulfilled. Because if you have this dream life, right, all these things and all this stuff, you can have, the best job in the world. You can have this 9 to 5 and make a bunch of money. But that's not going to make you fulfilled. It's not. It's just a bunch of pleasure. All these cars, the money, the girls, the smoking, the drinking, that's pleasure. You guys are falling into pleasure. You can't fall into pleasure. You must fall into your meaning, your why. Right? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? I want to inspire others. I want to help as many people as possible while becoming the best version of myself. Now, what do I need to do to be able to do that? What do I need to do to be able to become that version, right? Okay, I need to work out, right? I need to work on my physique every single day. I need to eat healthier, right? Dialing in my nutrition, right? Knowing my micronutrients is so important. Eating whole foods, right? To fill my gut and immune system with good, healthy food, right? Food is fuel, right? Okay, now I need to, inspire others, right? How can I inspire and help people, right? I can coach them through finding their life's purpose, right? And so I tell you guys now, the hardest thing is taking action. You can be this person, you can know what to do, but if you don't take action on it, then none of these, I didn't mean to flick you off, but none of those would matter. Right? You can think to yourself, okay, I want to be this person. Right? I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I can do. I know what I can be. I know who I can become. You get so excited because that's what you want to do. That's what you love doing. It's what you get fulfilled by. But then you're scared to take action on it. You're scared to take that next step. Because it's not normal. And then that's when everything crashes. That's when everything fails. You revert to your bad habits. You revert back to pleasure. You revert back to that feeling of just lost. And you don't know what to do with life. And now you're going through, the pain of knowing that you could have been this person. Seeking this vision. Knowing you could have done this, you could have done that. But that one thing that stopped you, maybe you were a little scared to start, or maybe you didn't know how to start. But taking imperfect action is how you must start. Take the wildest, craziest action that you think that no one will think about. Maybe that's going ghost and posting something you love doing, right? Maybe that's starting your own business on what makes you fulfilled, right? And through that, that's our life's task, right? You know, we might pick something up that we might like better, right? We might find something else that, you know, might interest us, right? And you can kind of mix and meeble all of these things together, and through that, that's what happens. And these they combine, and you can find your meaning, you can find your fulfillment, you can find your joy, you can find your why, and you can become that person that you want to be. You become the version that you seek in that vision. And it all starts from your calling. That voice inside you that you have. And it's going to be hard, right? Because the reality you live in isn't there, right? You have to have a trans-surfing reality switch. You have to switch the way you think on life, right? And so through that, that's when you can change. That's when you can become the best version of yourself through personal development. Once you found your purpose and realize that my purpose is to help others through what I love doing. And that's becoming the best version of yourself so you can help others do the same. And realizing whatever that is, that voice you have, how can you grow that? How can you be the best at it? How can you, implement it to other people? How can you serve and help others through that? And once you found that switch, that's when everything starts to happen. That's when everything, you actually see life, right? That's when you start to realize, okay, I can actually, do this. I can do this, right? Because you have that vision, you have the seek, you have that compass, that blueprint that you just laid out for yourself, right? And so, meaning, right? Joy. Is so important. Because if you don't have meaning in your life, if you don't have joy in your life, and if you don't get fulfilled in your life, who are you? You're the person who feels lost, who feels overwhelmed, anxiety, maybe about going to college. You have anxiety going to college, you're picking all these things, and all this stuff is happening, and you're worried about your future because you don't know if you can make the money, but then you're stressed out about the money. And I'm telling you, it's not about the money, it's about what makes you fulfill, what your meaning, your why, your who you want to be, right? Your joy. How can you be joyful, right? Not happiness, joy, right? Happiness is pleasure. You can be happy, but are you really joyful? Right? You can be happy by shopping. You can be happy by playing video games. You can be those things, but that's pleasure. And you're just trying to fill the void. You're trying to escape that void, when really you should be working on yourself, becoming the best version of yourself to help others and inspire other people. Right? Your true calling, your void, your vocation. Right? It's what God put us on this earth to do, is to serve others through what we can serve. Right? And so we go through this time, this hard time. We all have it. Realizing that I'm lost. Realizing that I want a future. Realizing that you want to be, the best version of yourself. Realizing you just want to have this aura and all this stuff. And realizing, you just want to help as many people as possible. And through that, right, through those things, it can lead you down a deep hole, right? Feeling overwhelmed if you don't have those things, right? So you feel overwhelmed, you feel lost, you think the world's gonna end because you have nothing to live for, or you think money's the problem. You think money can solve everything. It's not. Look at you. Look at you right now. Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself, are you who you want to be? And if you're not, write down who you want to be. What do you need to do to become that person? What action do you need to take to become that person? And that is what's going to form your purpose. And so therefore, you can live a purposeful life. You can live the life that you've always dreamed of. Yes, there will be hard times. Yes, it's not easy becoming the best version of yourself. But if you truly want that, if you have that desire, if you have that drive and you wanting to become the best version of yourself, then you can do it. Then you can do it. Yeah, it might take time. But think about yourself in the future, realizing you regretted not starting, realizing you regretted not taking imperfect action. So what can you do right now? What can you do right now to start your journey? Becoming the best version of yourself. Following your vocation. Following what you were called to do. And you must realize you have to start. You have to start, because you can have all this motivation, you can have all this drive, but if you don't have discipline, if you don't have consistency, if you don't take action, then none of this will come to reality. And that's when you have to switch your reality. You have to transfer your mind into the real reality of life. Not following the crowd, not following any other people. Become the best version of yourself. Follow what you love doing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because you will have distractions on distractions, and people will tell you this and people will tell you that. Oh, you're not good enough. Oh, my friend did this, so I didn't. If they didn't live it, they can't tell you what to do. You have to think, you have to realize you could be the person. You could be the person. Do you want to follow the path? Do you want to follow this path of light, right? Or do you want to spark your own flame? Do you want to start this new new legacy? Right? Who do you want to be? Right? Because you will have distractions, you will have circumstances, you will have to sacrifice, you will have to go through these things. But if you truly want to become the best version of yourself, if you truly want that life to live, you will take action on it. You will put yourself through hard times. You will. But it's up to you. It's up to you to make that switch. It's up to you to realize this is life. It's up to you to realize, what is my why? Why am I on this earth? Right? And take a minute. Get off social media. Take a walk in the morning and think about your why. If you are watching this video right now, this is what I want you to do after you get off this video. Take a sheet of paper. Write down who you want to be. Write down everything who you want to be. Right? Do you want to become the best version of yourself, so you can be a dad, right? So you can be, the best dad for your kids, right? Or do you want to be a inspiration? Do you want to be a leader, right? Now, what do you have to do to be that person? Right? So what do you have to do? Okay, you have to go, you have to think about, okay, if I want to be a dad, Right? What do I have to do? I have to become the best version of myself. Right? And so now, how can you become the best version of yourself? Right? I need to work on my physique. Okay, you gotta go to the gym. Right? So you have your beat. Okay, I want to be the best dad ever. Now, what do I have to do? I have to become the best version of myself. Now, how do I do that? What action do I need to take to become that? Right? I need to go to the gym. I need to learn new skills. I need to get into martial arts so I can protect. Right? What are those things that you want to be? What are those things you want to do? And take action on it. Take action on it. Please, I am begging you guys to just take action on it, because I had no idea. I had no clue what I was doing. I was so lost, and I was like, I just had to start posting something. And so I just posted. I took imperfect action. And that is what you have to do. Just saying what you love doing and just posting it on Instagram, making a YouTube. I want you guys to start making YouTube videos of what you love doing. I'm serious. What makes you fulfilled, and talk about it. Right? That's what I want you guys to start doing. And if you can do that, I did my goal, because I know I'm inspiring others to help other people. I'm becoming the best version of myself so I can help other people do the same, right? And so start posting something. I don't even know. Whatever makes you fulfilled, your vocation, right? And I'm telling you, through this journey of personal development, becoming the best version of yourself, you will realize how fulfilled it truly makes you feel once you start helping other people. Once you realize you can take this and scale it and help as many people as possible. But the bottleneck, the most important part, is you. Because you can't exceed your level of personal development. And if you're not there yet, you can't help those other people. So you have to become the best version of you to help those people, to get through what you got through, right? Maybe if you felt lost, or you didn't know what to do, you felt overweight, and you got through this challenge, and whatever it is, whatever makes you fulfilled, stick to it. Don't let the dragon slay the camel. Don't let the distractions slay the camel who's trying to learn these skills, who's trying to start their journey. The camel must slay the dragon. And through that, they become a lion. They become a lion of the skills that they learn. They become a lion of becoming the best version of themselves. And through that, you have found your uniqueness. And you have found your life's task. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. Follow my Instagram. I post every day on there. My push-ups, everything. My morning routine. It's all on there. Stick to what you love doing. Who you want to be. Your meaning. That's all I have to say. Like the video. Follow me on Instagram. Chase your vocation. Do what you are called to do.